This story is messed up, and the details might be triggering. This is 17-year-old Serenity Hawley from Virginia. She had recently been accepted to Virginia Tech and was so excited to start college. Serenity was just 2 days away from turning 18 when her life was tragically cut short. She had recently broken up with her ex, Cronny Monk, a junior at her school and a former varsity football player. He had allegedly been blackmailing and harassing her, stalking her in the hallways, and saying he was going to release certain things to the public. Things apparently got so bad she had to request a no-contact order a few weeks back, but her parents say she kept most of it a secret from them.
Domestic violence is serious, it is real. There's a lot of stuff that we've found out after the fact that we wish we would have known.
One day, he reportedly got into the passenger seat of her car and opened fire on her, shooting her in the chest before turning the gun on himself. They were both found dead in a local parking garage. According to the Educational Fund to Stop Gun Violence, nearly half of all women killed in the U.S. are murdered by a current or former intimate partner. Also, in our country, where there are more guns than people, a woman is 5 times more likely to be murdered when her abuser has access to a gun. Serenity's family set up a GoFundMe and planned to use some of the funds to set up a scholarship in her memory and talk to teens about domestic violence.
Before I get this video started, before I comment, I should say on this, my condolences goes out to these beautiful people because I know what it feels like to lose someone through domestic violence. And this type of stuff is just crazy when it hits people this young, you know. It's real sad that people this young go through that type of stuff, and anybody should not, have to feel frightened to have to speak up of what they're dealing with if somebody is torturing them. This is not love. This isn't anything like that. And I wish something could be done about people who have this type of mind frame. Like, you can diagnose it or speak up or something. Like, I don't understand. I mean, it's just a sad day, sad time in their lives. So I'm sorry for anybody who had to experience this, because I know.
What could this yoga teacher have possibly done to be facing 99 years in prison? This is Caitlin Armstrong, a former professional cyclist turned yoga teacher from Austin, Texas. And this is Mariah Mo Wilson from San Francisco, a champion off-road cyclist who a cycling magazine once called, quote, the winningest woman in the off-road scene. Caitlin was apparently consumed with jealousy over Mo's relationship with her boyfriend, professional cyclist Colin Strickland. Mo and Colin had a brief fling in the past, but he says they were just friends when they went out for dinner one night. Colin didn't tell Caitlin that Mo was visiting from out of town, but he didn't have to. She already knew. That's because the yoga teacher had allegedly been tracking Mo's bike rides on the fitness app Strava. Caitlin called and texted Colin several times while he was out with Mo, but he ignored her and later lied about where he'd been. GPS and security cameras put Caitlin near the apartment Mo was staying at that night. She'd apparently been following the two during their night out. Shortly after Colin dropped Mo off, Caitlin parked nearby. Prosecutors say that's when Caitlin shot Mo twice in the head and once in the heart. Days later, before cops could issue an arrest warrant, Caitlin flew from New York to Costa Rica using her sister's passport. She allegedly lived under a fake name for months and even had plastic surgery to change her appearance to hide from cops. Police found her a couple months later in a Costa Rican town where she had been teaching yoga. She's been in jail while her trial is ongoing and even tried this daring escape attempt, which got her an extra felony charge. Caitlin continues to maintain her innocence, and her defense lawyer says she's trapped in a nightmare of circumstantial evidence. Again, she's looking at 99 years in prison.